Welcome back, everybody. Mike Chase here, back with Raiders franchise here on Madden 21. It is the offseason after we lose to the Baltimore Ravens in the wild card round. It was Browns and Giants in the Super Bowl, and I didn't check who won. I'm sorry. So we have re-signings to go with here, and Demarius Randall, we offer him a 1-year deal worth around $6.5 million. He's not interested in it. So we'll try and see if we can get him back in free agency. We'll see if we can maybe find an offer that's more suitable to bring him back, because I do want to have him back. We have Nelson Aguilar here, and I'm not interested in paying him that sort of contract, that what he's asking for. So we go with a little bit lower of a contract, try to get him to, closer to, $5 million per year. I think that's fair for a receiver like Aguilar. I think that's a fair offer, what we offered him. We're a little tight on cap, in my opinion, and he's not interested in signing it. That's fine. Zay Jones wants sort of similar monies. I'm not interested in paying him that. I'm he didn't have a lot of production when he was here. I think there's receivers ahead of him that I'm a little more interested in trying to develop. So we go with a 1-year, $5 million offer. He's not really interested in signing that either. And I think apart from that, we're just going to bounce here. We're not going to resign anyone else. When I looked here, Richie Incognito, his regression, he did regress a little bit, but not that hard. So the point where he didn't retire at this point in the offseason process. I thought about releasing him. I'm saving around $6 million in cap. So that didn't work. Another way to save a little bit of cap is trading Prince Amukamara. I believe he regressed a little bit, so we trade him for a 5th-round pick from the Atlanta Falcons. So, and then Gabe Jackson is a guy who's going to have to go. I know he is 30, but we are going to trade him out of here. It did open up a little bit of cap space for us. We're actually going to trade him to the Bears. I think I trade him to the Bears. So I go here, I say, hey, give me a 2nd-round pick. And Eddie Jackson, I think. I tried trading for Eddie Jackson here. He's 27, and I thought, hey, maybe they'll trade. Maybe I'll add Eddie Jackson to this, and I'll give you I believe we try to offer them a 1st-round pick next year. A 2nd-rounder pick this year. We swap 2s, and I send him a 1 and Eddie Jackson, or Gabe Jackson for Eddie Jackson, and they decline it. I said, all right, that's understandable. So we just do this trade right here, and we get a 2nd-round pick. So I think that's a good value. Say it opens up a little bit of cap space for us. And then I went back and I thought about releasing Richie Incognito again, opening up an additional $6 million in cap, but at this point he's still not retired. So we're sort of at the actual free agency mark here, where we can sign free agents. We have $33 million in space. So I figured, all right, we should be fine here. Technically, we don't have a starting free safety. And because Eric Murray, or not Eric Murray, I believe Eric Harris left, and at this point, I did play LaMarcus Joyner at free safety a lot late in the stretch when he got a lot of those interceptions. That was him playing at free safety. So we're just going to make the move. We're going to move LaMarcus Joyner to free safety. Is getting a little bit older, which means we need to start shoring up our cornerback room as well. So we're going to go here. We're going to sign Kelechi Osemele. We're going to bring back Demarius Randall as well. We're going to give him a little bit more money, closer to what he was originally asking for. We're going to try to get that on him. We're looking at some of these other corners, and it's not a great corner class. Garyon Conley's there, who was previously an Oakland Raider. Didn't play in Vegas. And I see Kevin King here. He's 26, has star development. I can get him, I think, relatively cheap. He has nice speed, decent man coverage. I could play the slot for us if I need him to. So we're going to send him here a 2-year, $9.2 million deal for Kevin King. And we're also going to bring in Robert Foster as well. Sort of, honestly, he's really the same player that Zay Jones was. A guy with some speed, guy with some height. Probably going to be our third or fourth wide receiver. That's just fine, and that's a lot cheaper. And then I was going to try to make a splash signing here and tack McKinley, bring him in, have him play the edge. I didn't go all the way in with the offer. I could have probably went back in there and made one more offer on him. But maybe he'll pick us in that, right? I don't know. But I didn't want to make a too big of an offer. So we get Osemele, we get King, we get Randall, we get Foster, and Tack McKinley says no to us. I believe he goes to Baltimore, so that Ravens defense gets even better. I do want a backup safety, someone else just to have. That can maybe play that sub role a little bit too. And Gerard Wilson, we're going to bring him in. We sort of lowball him a little bit, because we're the only one really offering a contract to him. It's not the best offer, but it's an offer nonetheless. We also have the 5th-year option on Colton Miller. We're going to pick that up, of course. Good left tackles are kind of hard to find. And Gerard Wilson accepts our contract. I don't know. Post below if you guys think I should... Because Colton Miller did have a very good season last year, I believe. Linemen don't get dev trait upgrades. Should we do a player review on him, raise his dev trait to star? Let me know. So here it is. Here's the draft. And I've said this before, the few times I've talked about this draft class. It's not the best draft class. It's for being honest, it's a very poor draft class. Even here at pick 22, the sort of, first round talent guys, a lot of them are gone. We took a look here at Chauncey Henson and Marcus Matthews. I wasn't able to get an edge guy in free agency. None of them I liked. I think it's better to have a guy like this, possibly, that you can sort of just mold for 5 years. And Chauncey Henson is the pick. 73 overall, run stopper, but hidden development. And if that's star, that's okay. But if that's superstar X factor, what his initial ratings here are with power moves and finesse moves almost don't matter, because if it's superstar X factor or superstar, we're going to get so many, upgrade points with him anyways. We can mold him to any sort of player we want. You look at his speed and acceleration. Those are really good. We take a receiver here, Emmanuel Burney. Not that great. At this point, I was sort of just hoping for dev traits. Also looking here at another running back, Darren Moss. This is the pick I believe we got from the Bears. And he's a 72 overall. Really good ratings. I think his speed is looking pretty nice. 89 speed, 92 acceleration. So looks like a really nice running back that we can bring in. A nice change of pace guy, I think. Take a look here at this receiver, Anthony Davidson, 4'6", 6'2", 220 pounds. So could be a player. Will be on the end of our roster for sure. At this point now, once in the draft, we sort of ran out of really good talent. So Dudley Bailey, left end, we take him, 66 overall. Reach, not that good. Another outside linebacker. I took a bunch of outside linebackers. But Rashad Adams actually is 69 overall, 69 power rusher. An interesting prospect, only 21 years old. We could develop him into something. Then we have Oscar Martinez, quarterback that I believe I talked about before. I wasn't sure if I did anything to this draft class or not. I don't know. I forgot. It was back in August. But take a quarterback here, 95 throw power, really good accuracy, or all right accuracy. Not the best awareness and stuff, I don't think. Not the best break sack. So yeah, maybe if that's, like I said, if that's like superstar X Factor, that's great. John McGuire, another outside linebacker that we take here. Not the best, but can be just an end of roster guy. Free safety Kevin Hilton, not that great, but this is really the end of the draft. Take Raheem Jarrod. He doesn't make the roster. He gets cut. Just not very good. And then David Bloomberg. This is actually, I think, one of our coolest picks of the draft, actually. A 65 overall. I know that doesn't sound that great, but his numbers look really good here. And I think the thing that's holding him back is his awareness. But apart from that, his numbers look really, really good. I think this is a guy that could really develop to be our center of the future. So I think that was our last pick, and we were able to find that guy at the end of the draft. Here was the number 1 rated quarterback in the draft, Andrew Matthews, 69 overall. Not that good at all. 69 overall, normal dev, just not that great. Here's another quarterback that was taken, 62 overall. So we got the second best quarterback in this draft. And as I look through these quarterbacks, I want you guys to look at this. No other quarterback has a hidden dev trait that was drafted. At all. None of them. Not even star or anything like that. Well, that would still be a hidden dev, but yeah, nothing. Just nothing. Not good stuff here. I'm not sure why the Dolphins even took a quarterback. You have Tua. So we're looking here at our cornerback room. So it's looking okay, but I still think we need one more piece here. And we take a look at free agency. Alvin Kamara is still on the market after the draft. Good job, EA. But I'm looking here, and Jason McCourty, still a free agent, 34 years old, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, awareness is still good. All his numbers are still really good. And he must have got cut or something, because I don't remember seeing him in the free agent pool. There's Garyon Conley, still a free agent. But if you want to make sort of a little 1-year thing here, we are going to go with Jason McCourty. We're going to bring him in. Like I said, I can't do anything with the contract. 1 year, $3.75 million contract for Jason McCourty. He goes to be our slot corner for sure. Makes the most sense. And then after that, we're going to bring in one more player. We're going to look at just a third tight end, and that's going to be Jake Butt. 1 year, $2.25 million deal. And that should shore up our roster right there. And then after that, it's cut day. And most of the cuts actually this year come from our receiver position, because we have 16 active receivers. That's a lot, and that's way more than what we need. So we're going to get through here, and we're going to start cutting guys. We don't need this many receivers. Some of these guys are interesting with their speed and acceleration, but a 64 overall, which means his route running is probably terrible. Just all these receivers that we have to cut. I don't think I make cuts from any other position besides receiver. So a lot of these guys are going to get cut. Not our rookie, who isn't that great. Hey, there's my phone going off. Of course it does. Why are you trying to go off again? So either way, cutting these receivers. Equinemius St. Brown. Bye-bye. Gonna have to cut him. And we're going to cut Jordan Lasley. And then one last cut to make, and it's going to be Cedric Wilson. And that's our last cut. So after that, I thought, all right, we're good here. And going to simulate into the normal season, regular season. Didn't play any preseason. Got an upgrade here for Oscar Martinez. And we're going to go strong arm, and that's going to get him to a 69 overall. +2 throw accuracy mid, and +1 awareness. So his development begins. We're going to set our season goal to just make the playoffs again. I think that should be very doable for us. So yeah, I mean, it should be very doable to make the playoffs. Wish I had another option in there too, like maybe win a playoff game. Let's take a look at our schedule. We take on football team. And if you remember last season, that is where we traded Derek Carr to. So week 1, we get to take on Derek Carr. Take a look here at the schedule, and I feel like it's sort of put together pretty poorly. It looks like the exact same schedule as last year, I think. I could be wrong. But I don't think we played the NFC East, though. So there's that. But the first, 4 week of the season, we take out the entire NFC East. So I'm looking through our starting roster here. Hey, where the hell is Richie Incognito? He retired, and I'm not sure when. But yeah, he just up and retired. We went through all of free agency. He was there, and then we get here. He's just gone. So no Richie Incognito. I wish I would have known that, or else I would have signed another guard or something. So yeah, that's just not great. Our D-line right there is sort of all messed up. I'll have to fix that because when we came through here, they changed it. Chauncey Henson is going to actually start at left outside linebacker. Carl Nassib will still be the rush end, but we're going to start Chauncey Henson, get his development going as well. So there is the off season. Yell at me in the comments below about what I did wrong, what you didn't like. But if you did like what I did, leave a like, hit subscribe. I will see you guys for the next one, and the next one won't be coming for a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of a break here from the series. Just sort of not play Madden for a little bit. I always feel like if you play too much of this game, it sort of drives you insane. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take a little bit of break from the game, but the series will return. I think maybe that second week of October, maybe around the 5th. I don't know. It really depends. Maybe one day I'll just play it and I'll enjoy it, and then I'll get a bunch of episodes recorded for you guys. But right now, we're going to take a little bit of a break from the Madden series, focus on some 2K, and yeah. So I want to thank you guys for watching this. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.